Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. And now, to the national anthem.
Bula, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, and Salaam Alaikum. My name is Regina Prakash Singh, and I will be your MC, along with my co-MC, Rita Jeet. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for your support in attending and making this festival a success. Organizing any event requires patience, tolerance, and of course, support. I want to thank Swangard Stadium for providing us this beautiful venue, our vendors, our performers, food vendors, St. John's Ambulance, Burnaby RCMP, honorary guests, and of course, our volunteers. The person behind this successful event was my dad, the late Vincent Puran Prakash. I would like to take this time to speak of my dad. He migrated from the Fiji Islands in 1969. He worked hard to raise his family and earned his name for all he did for the community. His passion was to start JFIJI Television on the Shaw Multicultural Channel and ran the program for over 20 years as producer and director. He kept the Fijian community connected through Fiji Festival, which he looked forward to every year. The first Fiji Festival was held at Bear Creek Park in 1999. He then moved the festival to Vancouver and held it at various schools, the Greek church, and then due to overwhelming support and crowds, he was given the opportunity to host it at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby. The Fiji Festival gained a lot of support, recognition, and above all, highlighted youth talent within our community. The Vancouver Fiji FC Academy girls soccer team was invited to showcase their talent, and Mr. Prakash donated the academy with their t-shirts. President Mr. Vincent Puran Prakash, along with his wife, my beautiful mom, my sister Jessica, and sons-in-law Ron Singh, Spencer Russell, his precious grandchildren Janaya, Michaela, and Riken, and the board of directors of the Bula Fiji Association of BC worked hard for a very successful event, which was enjoyed by many. My dad was very active with the Fiji Senior Society, attending events, as well as all the temples, videotaping and showcasing highlights of the many festivals throughout the year on his television show. His passion for his birthplace in Fiji really amplified his love for the people of Fiji. He had the privilege of meeting the various members of parliament in Fiji, including the Prime Minister when visiting Fiji. He made contacts with many dignitaries and has left a huge legacy behind. Ronald Chaudhry wrote, "He was a jovial, humble, kind-hearted man who was a proud Fijian, and he carried the Fiji flag with pride. It was his pride and joy to see people flocking and greeting each other. He formed a very strong, formidable foundation, and it was evident every year as the crowd was increasing with sports, food, entertainment, as that was his vision. He will be remembered for his sense of humor, being nicknamed Smiling, his love for his family, and above all, his generosity. I would like to thank my mom, who has always been my rock. You have been really strong. You've really shown strength and resilience to showing your emotions, but we know you're always doing this for us. To my sister Jessica, you have been my right arm in organizing this event. You and I both felt that we needed to do this for Dad. To Ron, my husband, and Spencer, thank you for being by our side. Above all, the grandkids, Janaya, Michaela, and Riken, you have all made your Nana proud. To Rita, you are like a sister and have always been by my side at the Fiji Festival. Thank you to all of you who have made this event a huge success. Thank you. As a guest in Fiji, you will frequently be invited to participate in one of the most common ceremonial and social customs in the islands, the kava ceremony. The drinking of kava or yogona is quite common on social occasions. It is regarded in Fiji as a national drink. Kava is made from a bare root of a pepper tree, pounded into fine powder and then mixed with fresh water. In fact, turning down an offer to drink a bowl of yogona is considered insulting in the Fijian society. Today, the chief or head of the ceremony mixes the powder root with water in a large hardwood bowl called a thanua, straining the root through a cloth to keep out the grit. When it is ready, he claps with cupped hands, making a hollow popping sound. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, guests are arranged in a circle. Each guest in turn is offered a bilo, a small bowl made from half a coconut containing the liquid. He or she must clap before and drinking. Honored guests are served first and then others according to their status in the group. The drink should not be sipped, it should be drunk in one continuous drink. The clapping of hands, the word maka, signifies that you have properly emptied your bilo. Kava has a pleasant calming effect on the body while leaving the mind clear. Unlike hangovers, there are no hangovers. Unlike alcohol, there are no hangovers. I'd like to talk a little bit, I was reading a book called Paradise in Fiji, and I came across something in there that relates to all of us Indians from Fiji. The island of Fiji, where 38% of the population is of Indian origin. In 1879, a lot of Indian laborers were brought to this island nation as indentured slaves to work on sugarcane plantations. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, at least 60,000 Indians had been brought to Fiji between 1879 and 1916. And these Indian migrants live mainly on two islands, Viti Levu and Vanua Levu. In Fiji, there were so many Indians that around 1940s, Indo-Fijians made up majority of the population, outnumbering the native Fijians. Now, in 2023, Indians make up 38% of Fiji's total population, and the Hindi speaking is not even really Hindi. The laborers who the British has enslaved, they came from the northern belt, where Bhojpuri, Matali, Magadhi, Awadhi, Bundeli, among other dialects were spoken. There were also some Dravidian languages like Telugu and Tamil, which was added. Now all these languages and dialects have merged with time and has spread across the country. And if the people stay in Fiji, they will inevitably borrow the local languages. The Indian government has a massive presence in Fiji. Since 1948, India has had a high commissioner in the country to take care of the Indian origin people. In 1987, Fiji had 2 coups, due to which the country had become a bit unstable, and the High Commissioner had to be shut down. This was also the reason why a sizable Indian population has moved out of the country. After 1999, the High Commissioner has reopened, and now the country even has an Indian cultural center. In 2004, Fiji also opened a High Commission in Delhi. Fiji has the biggest Hindu temple in the Pacific, known as the Sri Subramanya Temple. Fiji has a lot of Indian influences in their foods like roti and curries, which are now a part of their culture. Due Due to our regular trade relations, many Indian spices are now available in the islands of Fiji. Thank you.
I can't come with you. I have to also be with Inaya. Yeah, but Inaya can fall down the stairs. It's hard. I'm gonna take you. I thought you wanted to go with
I'd like to call upon my mom, Veena Prakash, to please come and say a few words.
Yeah, I can't take Inaya if they're going to tumble down the stairs.
Great pleasure. I welcome Mr. Pietro Candido from the city of Burnaby, Mr. Adrian Dix, Health Minister for British Columbia. Thank you for coming. Warm welcome to everyone on stage and you, the audience, ladies and gentlemen, and our children. Your phone calls, encouragement, support each year makes this festival possible. I thank our major sponsors, Carter GM Burnaby, Coast Capital Savings, RR Carver Farms, our booth vendors, all the performers and singers who have performed and will be performing throughout the day, our soccer players, our food vendors, Fiji Island Catering, Fijian Fusion, Sizzling Pizzeria, Shafiq and Rainbow Ice Cream. I thank the city of Burnaby, staff at Swangard Stadium. Without your help, this would not be possible. Thank you, Mr. Raj Krishnan and his group for performing the Yagona ceremony. Behind every successfully organized event, there is an extraordinary team that is the board members of Bula Fiji Association of BC. Thank you for a job well done. We are a strong team and we get stronger after each festival. Thank you Rita Jeet and Regina Singh as the MCs. Thank you Jessica Lal for securing all the sponsors. Thank you to the ladies in the booth that are selling the raffle tickets and all the volunteers from Coast Capital Savings. My late husband Vincent's dream was to enhance and keep intact the Fijian culture, heritage, traditions, customs, especially amongst our young that are torn between two cultures. And we shall keep this legacy strong. The show must go on. As you know, the world's friendliest people come from Fiji Islands and he wanted to show this and include all local communities in the celebrations. I would like to take a minute to remember and acknowledge Amin, who was the DJ for the festival for many years, whom we lost last year. Amin, you were more than family to us. We miss you and appreciate all you did. Rest in heavenly peace. In closing, like Vincent would say, let's embrace each other, eat, dance a little, and live this day the Fijian way. Vinaka, thank you.
How's it sounding out there?